Today, we're just going to get right into it as your favorite talking head on the internet does his best to do what he promised. That's right, I'm reviewing another book. Today's book is His Mother's Lies by J.A. Andrews, and it comes to bookstores, Kindle, Apple, wherever you can next week on May 15th. And you better go out there and get it because it's utterly brilliant. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Humphrey, and for those of you who don't know who I am, I'm just another critic doing my best to talk out of my ass and give you my opinion because I want you to go out there and read more books, listen to more music, and watch more television and movies. Now, today's topic at hand is His Mother Lies by J.A. Andrews, and I had no clue what I was getting into, and it made this book a hell of a lot better than it should have been. In fact, you're going to have to wait till the bitter end to find out where I rank it, but I'm going to tell you what, this might be the best book of this year. Can it beat Ann Napolitano's Hello Beautiful? You'll have to wait and find out. But I'm going to give you a little bit of the plot, but I'm going to try not to spoil it. Basically, it's a love triangle. That's the easiest way to put this book in terms that people will understand. It's a mother who cannot overcome the fact that her son is getting married and she's seeing less of him. That's the love triangle part. And she wants him back more in his life. And she may or may not do deceitful things in order for that to happen. Does she like the wife? We don't know. And I won't tell you because there are hints throughout the book if she does or not. But she just wants her son after her husband passed away, and she's clinging on to that. This book was masterful at bringing out the emotions. It jumps from three characters throughout the book mostly. It jumps from one chapter, it's Ethan, the son, and the husband, and the next chapter to be Charlotte, the wife point of view, and then another chapter to be Anna, the mother's point of view of the circumstance that have happened throughout. Usually, it when a book does that where it plays uh, three characters and it tries to speak in their point of view, it usually doesn't come out well. But this writer has delved in the art of the hook, and that's where they're going to get you. In fact, I would highly recommend any writer that is looking to write in character and doesn't know if they should go with third or first person should read this book because each chapter is in first person based off of the character that's listed at the beginning of the chapter. And this writer does a brilliant job of getting you in their heads and in their mind and in their mannerism to make it seem like each character is so unique and so different than the other. And they are. We're humans. We're all different, right? So any writer, if you want to find out if first person works, it works, and it works very well in this book. And if you want to find out how you can write different characters so differently and intertwine the stories, this is the book for you. Any young writer who's going out there, pick up this book. Learn something. You'll learn a lot from this writer. I got a copy where, yeah, maybe some of the editing wasn't polished, but I didn't find any mistakes personally in that book. Maybe one or two, but that didn't matter. The plot was so perfect. What another thing you're going to learn about from this writer is how to hook you in. Each chapter starts with a hook and each chapter ends with a hook, and that ending hook makes you want to write more. It was so good that I reread some of the hooks, especially the last paragraphs of some of the chapters, to my wife, and it got her to steal the book from me and read it when I wasn't home. That's how good it was. You want to learn how to create a hook in a book and you want to learn how to keep that hook alive and do it to end each chapter, this is a book. This is the book that will teach you. Go out there and pick it up. His Mother Lies by J.A. Andrews. What a wonderful treat. What a brilliant uh, piece of work. The writer and whoever helped edit and whoever helped polish it off, I believe they even recommend Reed Z in that, should all take credit. But this author, this writer, should be a millionaire by the end of this book because it's a brilliant piece of work. I'm going to say it, it's a masterpiece. I found no flaw in the book, and it's probably because the writer did such a good job of going into first person that I felt like the characters. I was reading it, and another voice popped in my head, and it felt like Anna was talking to me, or Charlotte was talking to me, uh, or Ethan was talking to me. It felt like the characters were alive in my head, and that's really what you want when you read a book, because each character had their own voice, and it was so great, even if they were passive aggressive at times, and Charlotte didn't like her mother-in-law, and the mother-in-law didn't like her, and it played on the characters. And the only person I guess I really feel bad for is, I guess, none of them personally, but Ethan, for being caught in the middle between his mother and his new wife, or the new wife for having to put up with a evil mother-in-law, or when you get further into the book and you realize what's wrong with the mother, then you kind of feel bad for them. But then you hate all of them. That's what this writing did. I ended up liking them, hating them, understanding them, laughing, because I guess maybe I've been caught in that scenario in my life. Don't Sigmund Freud me and talk about my mother and dissect me and go, oh, so maybe he's Ethan. Don't do that, because I'll tell you I'm Ethan. No, I'm not Ethan. But this book brings out that characters, and it does so well. It's very funny. It's very down to earth. It felt very human, and that is major points to J. Andrews. I'd never heard of you before till I got this book from my publisher, and I thought it was utterly brilliant. I want you guys to go out there and get it wherever you can. May 15th. I want you guys to let me know what you think of it down below. I want you to let me know what you think of me, because you always do, especially on Twitter, with a lot of words that end with F, has an A in the middle and a G at the end. And my wife just laughs. But I want you to read this book and see if you had the same euphoric feelings that I had. See if it hooked you, because each chapter has a nice, beautiful hook to continue on, more so than ever. But I'm going to give this book the credit it deserves, because I felt nothing was wrong and I felt I was really in it. That's right. I'm going to do something that I've done only once, and it was this week with Freya Riding's album. But I'm going to give this a masterpiece. It's a perfect 10 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with this book. I couldn't I couldn't think of anything wrong. Right? Some people might think, the temperaments of these people are a little, I don't like them, but you're not supposed to like them. And then you're supposed to understand the human part, and you're supposed to laugh and go, oh, this person's crazy, and you're supposed to. It's a masterpiece. J.A. Andrews should be very proud of this book, and I'm going to recommend it to book clubs and everybody out there. I'm going to recommend it to any young writer out there who wants to learn the art of writing and the art of hooking you in. Hell, I'll send it to professors in at University of Toronto or any English class, so that you can see this is how you write a book to compel people to keep reading. And that's what it did. If my mother was here, she would have loved this book. This would have been probably one of her favorites, because she would have laughed. I think you would have won her heart when you said the old Irish proverb of a mother's a mother until the son finds a wife, or something like that. You would have won my mother over with that. just using that Irish proverb, but um, a mother's a son until a son finds his wife or something like that. Yeah. But either way, should be very proud of it. Please keep writing. I'm going to look into your other work to see if it's as good as this psychological thriller of which one's the crazy person. It's either Ethan, Charlotte, or Anna. And I won't tell you who it is, but I will say they're all crazy. But I will say, if I had a mother-in-law like this, I think we know what we would do. But I appreciate you guys' patience. I love you guys. If I don't see you, get out there and read. But more importantly, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Producer, play some eerie music, but not too expensive because you know I'm poor. Ciao, guys. Beijo.